Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my first get ready with me. I'm super excited. I've been wanting to do a video like this for so long. It's gonna be my first time doing my makeup in my new vanity. I'm gonna show you guys how I do my makeup and talk to you guys a little bit. So it's Tuesday today and Alejandro did not work, so he's taking care of Adonai while I get ready. And yeah, that helps me out a lot, because if you guys watched my last video, you guys can see that it gets challenging to have some like me time. I actually did not have a vanity for a whole year. That's because when I moved with my husband and his dad, the room was small, so I would get ready like on the bed in front of the window with like an eyeshadow palette as a mirror. When we went back to my parents' house, I couldn't have like my vanity anymore because we didn't have the space for it. Like we needed to fit like all our stuff in the crib and stuff. So I've been without a vanity for a year and it feels just so nice to have one again. I feel like that's like my little bit of happiness in life, you know? Like everyone has like their little thing that makes them happy, and mine is like just sitting down and getting ready. If you're a girl, you know what I'm talking about. I use the Anastasia clear brow gel with an e.l.f. spoolie to put my eyebrows up, and then I fill them in with the NYX brow pencil. I use, I think, the darkest shade, black, because my eyebrows are dark, but I only do like certain little areas, like this little bald spot that I have right here. I've been like a little overwhelmed the past couple days. I literally had like a mental breakdown last night because I'm just a little over breastfeeding, if I'm being honest. I would like to stop, and my goal was to stop at 6 months. I wanted to breastfeed for 6 months and then like hopefully have introduced him to food, and which we have started already. We have started introducing Adonai to foods. I honestly just want to move forward from breastfeeding. It takes a toll on your mental health because like your body is responsible for feeding them. So like I can't just like take a break ever unless I pump, and like honestly pumping is not the funnest thing to do. I don't know if every mom feels this way, and honestly I don't really care because I'm not here to be like every other mom. Like I'm myself, and what I feel is valid. So that was the Ulta matte eye primer, by the way. This thing works so good. Like it will leave your eyelids crease free and matte all day. I have not had oily eyelids like at the end of the day or throughout the day anymore when I started using this. So, and it's really affordable. I think it's like $7 or something. So yeah, and recently my husband has been asking for baby number 2, and hypothetically speaking, yes, I want another baby. But also it is very challenging when you are basically on your own. And I'm not gonna say he doesn't help me. He does. He does help, but he works very long hours. Adding a second child sometimes sounds a bit crazy to me, but I don't have any siblings. I mean, I have half brothers, but I did not grow up with siblings, and my husband did, and I just see like his relationship with his siblings, and I really like want to give that to my son. So I do want to give Adonai a little brother or sister. And originally like our plan was to get pregnant right away, but Adonai's about to be 6 months in a couple weeks, and we still have not got to making baby number 2. I don't know. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I don't know if I'm just waiting for like the time to be right, to feel right. I don't know when the right time is, but I do know that I want to be done having kids by 30, and I also want to have my kids back to back. That would make me so happy as a mother, like to just see your kids like spend time together and be friends, you know. Now it's just the pressure is on me. I just feel like my second time around is going to be better. Like I'm feel like I'm more prepared now. Obviously, like I have a lot more experience than what I started with. I'm gonna use these by Ardell. They're the 3D Foam Ink in 858. I like to use glue with a brush applicator. I'll use the Kiss one or the Duo one. Those are my two favorites. I want a girl. I want to be a girl mom so bad. Like I originally was so convinced that I was having a girl. When I opened the envelope and I saw it said a boy, I was so shook. Like I was like certain that it was a girl. I even like had her name picked out and everything. Like we would call her by her name in my tummy. I feel like my next baby will be a girl. Like I would be so incredibly happy if I have a girl next. Even though my husband wants another boy, I don't care. I want a girl. But at the same time, I do want 4 kids, and I get a little nervous to have a girl next because I'm like, what if I just give up? Like, what if I just stop at 2? What if I'm just like, okay, I got a boy, I got a girl, I'm satisfied, and then I don't go for like the 3rd and 4th kid? Because I've always wanted a big family. Again, since I like am the only child, I've always thought like it's like really cute to have like multiple siblings. Like I don't want to just have like 2. I feel like that's boring. And we do have a day full of errands to run. It's 1 o'clock right now, so once I finish my makeup, we're gonna head out the house and go do our little errands, and I'll vlog that too, but that will be like a separate video. I just put on this Milani oil, rose oil. I love this oil because I have very dry skin, so I've noticed a huge difference in applying that before my makeup. And then I also use the Milani foundation and the Milani concealer. I actually have to mix the shade 1 and 2 because 2 is too dark, 1 is too light. So I mixed both shades, and I apply it with my fingers onto my face first. This is literally what I do. I'm sorry, it's kind of gross. This sponge is from Amazon. I'm going to link it below because I actually love them. They're just super soft and bouncy, and they don't suck up all the product. This is my favorite brush for foundation. It's the Real Techniques brush in the number 200, and I just like buff that in. I need to stop tugging at my skin so much because I actually noticed some wrinkles by my eye. Parents aren't like very wrinkly for their age, so I know like wrinkles aren't really going to be like a huge issue for me. But like even if I like make the expression that you're supposed to like have wrinkles, I don't have any wrinkles. But like lately I've been smiling and I've been noticing like little fine lines right there, and I was like, oh no, it's happening. And you know what, that's funny because I actually did not have that before having a child, so I'm pretty sure I'm aging from having a baby. Okay, so my next step is blush. I use this liquid blush by NARS in the shade Behave, and again I just apply a drop to the back of my hand, and I'll use this Morphe times Ariel face brush to dab it into my cheeks. I love this brush set so much. It's actually like my favorite thing in the world. Every single brush is just so good. I like to apply a lot of blush. That's just me, so I'll just be going in. So I do my foundation first, then I'll go in with blush, and then I'll go in with concealer. The concealer that I use is the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer in the shade Light Vanilla. I kind of load it up because I have very dark circles, so I like to like really brighten up. And then I go on my chin, my nose, and I just leave my forehead alone. And this little trick, I don't know, I can't remember where I learned it, but you spray your concealer, like you spray your face midway through setting your makeup, and it kind of just makes your concealer blend easier, plus it makes your makeup stay on longer. I feel like it gets the concealer like a bit tackier, or I don't know what it is, but something about it be working. I honestly cannot tell if my YouTube videos are doing good or not, because I just kind of started like a couple months ago, so I don't want to like feel like they're not doing good, but at the same time, like, I don't really care because I love doing videos. I feel like I'm doing it like because I enjoy to do it and not so much like for likes and stuff, even though I would appreciate more likes. This is the powder that I use. It's the Huda Beauty in Banana Bread. I do wish that I would have got the pink one, because I feel like that would complement my skin better. This is like a yellow toned powder, and I get one of these little puffs. I'm sure you've seen them like on TikTok. They're really popular and they work really good. So I'll just kind of like press the powder into my hand first to warm it up, and then I'll go and set my face. We'll set my under eye first, and then after I set my under eye, I'll go and set other areas of my face, like my smile lines, my chin, and then my forehead. Again, I'm dry, so I don't want to like over powder. This MAC Studio Fix powder to set the outer parts of my face, so like my cheeks, my temples, and yeah. So moving on to bronzer, I use this Kylie pressed bronzing powder in the shade Toasty, and I'll use the Mario. I know I'm not the only one that messes that up. I use this Makeup by Ariel brush. They don't have names on it. Oh wait, yeah they do. They have a number, 858. So I'll kind of just dab it in to my cheek, if that makes sense, and then I'll work my way down. So I'll focus the product on the outer part of my cheekbone, and then I'll blend the rest in. So I'm just gonna repeat that step on this side of the cheek. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzer on my nose, and I use the Morphe M139 brush. I feel like this just fits like perfectly into my nose. So I'll kind of start at this little area right in between my brow and where my nose, like on the bridge of my nose, and then I kind of put too much, so I'm gonna have to like really blend that in. But again, like I'll focus on that area and then I'll bring it down, and then I'll do a little bit at the tip of my nose and then a little bit in this little area, so it gives like the illusion that your nose is like sitting up like that. Next, I add a little bit of more blush. I use the Milani, you should sponsor me, huh? I use the Milani Rose Powder Blush in Tea Rose, and I used this brush. It's the 3.2 brush from Ariel, and I'll focus that on the apples of the cheek right here, and then I'll just like dust the excess everywhere else. We're getting close to the end. I'm going to add some highlight. I still use highlight. I know a lot of girls aren't into it, but I personally like it. I just add a tiny bit, and this is the highlighter by Morphe in Extra, and I use this little fan brush. I don't know where this brush is from, but it's just a little fan brush. It might be from Morphe too, I'm not sure. And then I add some on the tip of my nose right here. Right now I am looking like very powdery and I don't like that. So I'm gonna add some setting spray. This is the setting spray by Morphe. I think my makeup is mainly Morphe and Milani. Then I will go in with lip liner. So this is the lip liner that I use. It's in the shade Natural by NYX. I can't even tell you how many times I've rebought this lip liner. I got my lip liner on, and then I'm gonna add some gloss. This is the Butter Gloss and Sugar Glass by NYX. I think I'm pretty much done. I'll just kind of brush through my eyebrows again because I feel like powder gets on them. I add brown mascara to my bottom lashes. I learned that from Kylie Jenner because I actually do like bottom mascara, but I don't like when it looks like too harsh. I think that's it. Actually, one more thing. I usually will put, this is the e.l.f. Bite Size little palette, and I use this sparkly shade right here in my inner tear duct to like brighten up that little area, and then whatever's left on the brush, I'll just put that on the tip of my nose. And I think my makeup is done. This is the final looks. So thank you for watching. If you guys are enjoying my videos, please thumbs it up and subscribe, and leave me a comment so I know that you guys are enjoying my videos. And it means so much to me for everyone who is supporting and watching and liking. So thank you all so much, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye.